Hi, I'm Rob Vanstone. I'm here with Ian Hamilton. Riders are in Vancouver on Saturday to play the BC Lions. Riders are only 2-11, but their most recent game was a victory. It's amazing what a change has taken place in the mindset around Mosaic Stadium and the Rider Nation as a result of one victory that doubled their victory count for the season.
It really is amazing to see. In the locker room after Sunday's victory, the music was playing, the players were taking selfies of themselves and really just celebrating it. I talked to Tierras George about it, and he was kind of cautious about it. He was happy to see everybody celebrating a victory, one of only two in the first 14 weeks of the season. But he was also hoping that they could keep their focus going into Vancouver and kind of build on it and make it 3 wins.
I mean, younger guys and people enjoy that. You know what I mean? You got to understand what type of season it's been, but at the same time stay focused and ready for what's to come and what's at hand. But you can't stop those guys really from celebrating the hard work they did. That's more than just that week. That's like 13 weeks coming, or however many it was in between the last win and now, that those guys are getting to really celebrate what they've done as far as a work week and how they come to work every day and do what's right and haven't been really getting the outcome that they wanted to get. So, but as long as they stay focused and they're ready for this week, they don't let last week linger into this week, or I keep saying they, but we don't let last week linger into this week. Like, that's last week is gone, now we focused on BC.
The Roughriders head into Vancouver with a 2-11 record and amazingly still alive in the playoff race. Just in a general context, Rob, what do you think happens in Vancouver?
I think they're going to play pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if they win. The Lions have some injury concerns. The Riders probably should have won when they were in BC in July. They blew a 29-18 lead in the final 2 minutes. I think this is a different team, a team that's a lot more capable of finishing off a game. It's a lot better coached. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them win. I don't know what good it will do them in the long run, because the odds they are facing are still formidable. They've pretty much have to win out. They can afford one more loss, but they pretty much, from a practical perspective, have to win out and hope everything else goes in their favor. But they've sustained it for another week. They've given themselves a semblance of hope, and that's more than I think a lot of people, myself included, thought would be there 2 or 3 weeks ago.
As long as we win, we have a chance, and so that's what we focus on winning, and we can't control anything that outside of that. So we got to handle our business on the field and making sure that we get a victory, because one thing I do know is if we lose, that's where the challenges come in.
So, Saturday, 5 p.m., Roughriders at BC Lions. Should be interesting. It's been quite the year already. For Ian Hamilton, I'm Rob Vanstone. Appreciate your time today, and take care.
And this ladybug.